Hi, this is Trinity, and today I'm gonna talk about how I'm learning to cope with my delusional thoughts. I did like a three-part video several months ago where I go into my whole delusional story, or where I lost my mind in 2011, and I'll think I'll play a link of that because that's my story over there. I don't really care. I'm actually not really going for mass market appeal here. I'm actually just gonna want to share my story with some other weirdos like me because I think it might be helpful for others to understand how to get past your delusional thought processes, and how, because I feel like I'm making a little progress, and I want to keep up my momentum, and I really like watching my videos because it's helping me see how I process things and my progress, and I'm liking it. So, first of all, I'm in therapy. I've gotten a lot of therapy for a lot of years, and that's crucial. We need more therapy. Everybody, and it should be way more affordable. That's a huge issue for a lot of people. And so the thing I feel is that people that aren't living in reality are dangerous to others. And there was a time in my life where I was way far gone. I was not living in reality, and very delusional thinking, and I got there by just people that are traumatized, and they tend to, if you don't heal the trauma, and that sometimes that takes years of therapy, until you're able to heal that trauma. A lot of trauma victims will attempt to have relationships, but they'll avoid real relationships, real intimacy, and so they'll have more of these like fantasy kind of relationships. That my whole delusional story is me caught up in a fantasy of a relationship with somebody he did not deserve me. It was not about him. It was about me thinking that I needed that connection to be whole, because I wasn't whole myself. And yeah, that was very painful. So the more awareness I bring in my life, the healthier I feel. I still catch myself totally full of crap all the time. It's great. And like I got this feedback recently about something. I put a little story about something out because I was looking for help to do something, and they kind of sent me some critical feedback. And instead of like getting defensive, I'm being like, oh, that's not what I meant. No, you just got me all wrong. And like, no, I'm like, wait, hold back on the judgment. My practice of observation without judgment, hold the judgment. This is feedback. This is somebody from the outside listening to your story and giving some feedback. And there's a little bit of truth in what that person's saying. That's not what I meant, and that's not really what I thought, what I was expressing, but I could see how a person from the outside could come to that conclusion. Okay, now I'm not defensive. That feels really good. And so I have more of these moments recently where I'm like, wow, I think I'm on the right track, maybe. Because even though there's still times where I catch myself lying, like, why are you making up stories, woman? Why are you doing that? Why are you bullshitting yourself? What the point of that is? What are you doing? And the more I can do that, the better I feel. I mean, I'm still gonna make mistakes. This is not about perfection, We're not gonna have perfect relationships. We could strive to have healthier relationships instead of living in a fantasy of how we want our relationships to look like. Accepting the reality of what is, and what is I am kind of an a-hole, and I accept that. I accept, and like just exploring that dark side of me, of like doing the shadow work. I mean, really, I think if you can accept your bad qualities and really learn from them, they talk about curses. The curse is the gift. whatever you're struggling with has a gift to give you. We're not here just to have a good time. We're not living this life, just to be comfortable all the time. We want to grow. At least I do. And I don't feel there's ever going to be a plateau in life where I'm going to have everything figured out, things going to be perfect, or I'm going to win the lottery and that's going to solve my problems. Actually, no. I wouldn't want to win the lottery right now. I feel like I'm making so much progress in my personal growth and development that winning a bunch of money would be fun, but it would be incredibly distracting to what I'm learning about myself, because I could buy things all day online and just be really having a good time, but the quality of what my life is so much more important than just the stuff in my life. I know it's not about the what, it's about the how. And I want to make my life happier and get away from my delusional thoughts. I think some people might think I'm crazy for putting out my whole crazy story, but I kind of like the idea of being just written off as a crazy person, because that's fine with me. I know I am mentally ill, and that's okay. I can still work with what I've got. And yeah, so if you're struggling with delusional thoughts, tell me, your story. Tell me a little bit about what you think is helpful to get you out of your delusional thought processes. I would love to hear some feedback. Thank you.